Hey, if you're part of the 74% of real estate agents in the U.S. who have not sold a single house in 2024, then this video is for you. And if you're crushing it this year, congratulations. If you know some of the agents who haven't sold a single home this year, please do them a favor and send them this video, because I'm going to break down the 5 reasons why these agents are struggling to sell a single home. I'm going to tell these agents exactly why they need to stay in the business. They don't need to quit right now. This is right when things are about to get good. Let's dive in here. The first reason why agents fail to sell a single home in 2024 is because they don't understand the game. And listen, it's not their fault. This is how they were coached. This is what their broker taught them. And so here's the scenario. Agents come in with the best intentions in the world. They're hard workers. They're honest. They're dependable. They're consistent. They're everything someone would want in a real estate agent. And the problem is they get poorly trained into going out here and creating these incredibly awkward situations with their prospects that make their prospects literally run away from them as quickly as possible. And it's not the way to go. What I teach is relationships over transactions. What does that mean? It means treat your prospects like family. And what most training and scripting and tactics teach you is how to go out here and basically treat everyone like a number. If they're not interested, keep it moving. Try to set the appointment, by all means necessary. And we get very laser tunnel vision on exactly what the objective is of prospecting, of lead gen. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. The objective of lead gen is to create a conversation. The objective of prospecting and having that conversation is one thing: to get your prospect to open up to you about what it is they want to do and why, so that you can help them do it. There are sales coaches who literally tell you, do not make friends with your prospects, with your clients. I don't understand that mentality, but look, everybody's different, and that's what makes the world go around. So the first thing is agents are trained to chase deals when they should be trained to chase relationships. The second thing, coming all the way back to that, is that we are undertrained. What do I mean by that? I mean, when we go get our real estate license, the real estate course, it tells us nothing about actually how to go out here and build our business. The third thing is we're very inefficient with our time. We do things that aren't productive. And I'm going to tell you what the number one productive activity is for real estate agents, and that is to talk to people. Our entire job is predicated on talking to people that you do and don't know to help them buy and sell real estate. That's real estate. That's a job. That's the job description of a real estate agent in a nutshell. And the fact is that one thing most agents just don't want to do. Do not run away from conversations. You need to run towards them. Get to the other side so we can get on to the next step, the next level. So we want to build this thing as quickly as possible. So we want to be efficient with our time. Agents spend so much time on things that do not even matter. Right? I'm going to tell you, the only thing that matters is talking to people about what their real estate goals are and how you can help them accomplish those goals. The fourth reason is that agents have an incredible lack of confidence. Most agents have a lack of confidence for several different reasons. One reason is because they don't feel like they know everything they need to know to help their prospects. They feel like they need to know all these things. And the deal is you don't need to know anything. The only thing you need to know is that you're a hardworking, dependable, consistent person who is here to help people. Like when I'm talking to a prospect, I'm not worried about if I don't know the answer to one of their questions. The only reason I should be worried is if I have some kind of ulterior motives or I'm trying to scam this person, which I'm not. So if I know that I'm here for them, to help them, to learn about them, to learn what their situation is, why they want to do what they want to do concerning real estate, I can help them do it. If they ask me a technical question that I don't know, I can go find the answer. The answers are everywhere. I probably find it on my phone right then and there. They don't care how much you know. They just want to know how much you care. And that is a dead honest truth. Talk to them like their family. You won't have to worry about a thing. Most agents also have a lack of confidence because they don't have confidence in their self because they're not dependable to their self. They say, I'm going to go work out tomorrow. And then they don't go work out the next day, right? They say they're going to make phone calls the next day. They show up, they don't make the calls. Then they start feeling down on themselves. They know they're not dependable to themselves, and they start to subconsciously think, how can I be dependable to other people? And then that subconscious lack of confidence, of dependability in yourself, translates as you communicate to your prospects, and your prospects say, I know there's something off about this agent. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's just something wrong there. And what it is they can hear it in your voice that you don't even believe in yourself because you've let yourself down so many times. You don't even believe you can help these people. Which brings me to the next one. The fifth reason why agents are failing and struggling is because they have no routine. They just do whatever, whenever. They don't say, here's my week. I'm going to block out these hours and I'm going to work 100%. The first thing you have to do is map out what hours on what days you're going to 100% dedicate to building your real estate business. These are non-negotiable times. I don't care if it's 1 hour a week. I need something on the books. I need something blocked out. Until you make time for your business, you will not have a business. The moral of the story is sit down and map out when you are going to spend time on your business and stick to it. And what I tell new agents is, what do you do during that time? If it were me, because you have a lot of post-licensing education, I would spend half of that time calling, prospecting, talking to people about buying and selling real estate, and the other 50% on my post-license education. Okay, so if I've got 9 hours a week, I'm going to spend 4.5 on the phone. I'm going to spend the other 4.5 knocking out my post-license education stuff. Once you get through the post-license education stuff, you keep the 50% prospecting, and you trade the other 50% from post-license education to marketing, right? You're going to get into emails and social media and postcards and handwritten letters, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, that's how I start out my agents. I get them on the phone quick. I get them on the phone early so they can start developing that muscle that they need to succeed at the highest levels in this business. If they don't start developing that muscle and they just prolong that entire process of talking to people and getting used to talking to people, understanding what the different scenarios are and how to handle them, the easiest way to get through all that is to do it so that you understand it so that you can handle it in the future. And then you just absolutely crush it. I'm going to give you a bonus one here. And I think this is the biggest reason right here. Okay. Because all 5 reasons I just mentioned kind of boils down to just this right here. They're unwilling to let go of who they are long enough to become the next version of themselves who can actually do the things that they need to do in order to succeed and achieve the things that they want to achieve. If I would have stayed the person I was before I got my license, I would have failed. Most people are not willing to become a different person in order to succeed. And really, subconsciously, that's your brain protecting you from success, because success is change and change is scary. Change is risky. Your brain, believe it or not, does not want to see you succeed, not because it doesn't want all the wealth and the happiness and all the stuff that comes with succeeding. It's because it's scared of the change, right? Don't allow yourself to hold you back from all this success. Moving over to why you should stay in the business. Let me tell you something. Every single forecast from every single outlet is calling for more sales next year. This is the bottom. 2024 was the bottom when it comes to transactions. They're all forecasting for existing home sales and new home sales and all that to be up, let's just call it around 10%, give or take, depending on which entity it is. And they've all got home prices going up from anywhere from 1.5% to 5%. We just hit the bottom. Literally, you made it this far, now you're going to quit? This is your dream. Even if you haven't even sold a single house, you're not a new agent anymore. You have experience in the industry. You have experience in the business. That means a lot. You can literally walk in 2025, even though you haven't even sold a thing since you got your license, but you're not a new agent anymore. You know how hard it is because you haven't succeeded up to this point. You know things that new agents don't know. Therefore, you're not a new agent anymore. You have some experience. And what you need to do is take a step back. You need to realize that you do have something, okay? And you need to build on it. You need to be grateful for what you got. You need to understand what you have, and you need to build on it. There's a great book. It's called The Gap and the Gain by Benjamin Hardy. Oh my goodness gracious. This book will change your entire life. See, the gap is you measuring yourself from what you feel like you should be in the future, or where you feel like you should be now, or you feel like you're not on track to be. That's the gap. When you're in the gain, you're measuring yourself from the past. You're saying, man, look how far I've come. Look at where I am. Look at what I have accomplished. Not what I haven't, but what I have accomplished. And now let's build on this. Man, this is how winners think. I'm telling you, you need to get the book. You need to read the book. But the bottom line is next year is going to be a tick up in every aspect of the way. And I'm here to tell you, to go out and build the relationships you need to build to succeed in this business, it's unlimited. No one can stop you from calling anybody you want. The only reason you can't is because if somebody's listed with another agent. Outside of that, you can call any property owner you want, build any relationship you want, do all the business that you want. It's all right there in the palm of your hand if you'll just take action and go get it. Now, let me give you 5 things you need to be doing on a daily basis to go out here. And these 5 things will put you in a position where you will absolutely crush it, right? The first thing is I want you to get into a routine. I want you to sit down and map out exactly what you're going to do every day. If you start to become dependable to yourself and accountable to yourself, you will have confidence when you're speaking to prospects, and you won't care what they think about you. You know who you are so well that you don't care what other people think. You know that you're here to help people, and you know that you're dependable, and you're not going anywhere. You'll be dependable for the next 100 years. You're going to be here and you're going to help people. And if they don't want your help, then that's their loss. And you're going to keep it moving. So step 1, create a routine, stick to the routine. The second thing, I want you to watch the MLS Hot Sheet every single day. I want you to watch new listings, new pending deals, closed deals. I want you to scan through that every single day. It's going to do so much for you. If you do this within like a week or 2, you will be a local market expert. No one will even be able to hang with you, and experienced agents, busy agents, veteran agents don't have time to do this. So you have a leg up. You will be more in tune with the market than any other agent in your market, I guarantee you. Nobody will be able to spit facts like you in terms of what's on the market, what's selling, how fast they're selling, price per square foot, all that stuff. You're going to know it like the back of your hand because you look at it every single day. You'll see properties that you might have a buyer that's looking for, and you send it to them. You'll also see properties that will remind you of past clients. You sold a house in this subdivision a year and a half ago. You see something pop up, it reminds you of that client. You call that client, say, hey, how's it been? Been a while. How's the house? How's the family? Did you see that property come on the market? You still getting my weekly email? Let me know if you need anything. What can I do to help you? And watching that market, those new listings in that hot sheet, it does so much for your business. I promise you. The third thing is I want you to talk to 10 prospects a day. Hopefully you're spending all of your prospecting efforts talking to property owners. You talk to 10 a day. Out of those 10, you have 5 great conversations that may turn into now business or future business. It doesn't really matter, because if you do 10 a day, you're going to pile that up. It's going to compound into so much now business, so much future business. You're not even going to be able to keep up with all the business if you do this. 10 prospects every day, 5 great conversations, collect their data, right? The fourth thing I want you to be doing is a weekly email on the same day of the week forever. I've done it every single Wednesday since 2007. It's literally the foundation of my business. It's how I compound relationships. It's how I built $1 million business. And by the time I made $1 million in a year as an agent in 2017, I never prospected or did any marketing whatsoever from that point. And I made $1 million for 5 years in a row with just the weekly email, because I developed the relationships through that email, right? If you want more information on my weekly email, I'll put a link in the description for that, and you can check out my templates, etc. And just let me know if you have any questions there. And the fifth thing, and this is almost the most important thing on the list, and that's to do something every single day to develop yourself. Read a book and go to the gym every single day, and you're going to absorb information. You're going to start to become a new person. You know how you become a new person? First, you imagine, what life is going to be when you turn into this next person, and that's the first step towards becoming a new person, right? The next step is read podcasts, seminars, etc. Being around higher net individuals, higher productive individuals, being around other people that are doing the things that you want to do, reading, etc. And now you start thinking new things, right? You slowly start to change into this next best version of yourself. So step one is in the mind. Step two is, researching and developing and reading and absorbing information. And step three is you start talking differently. You're a new person. Now you're thinking differently and you're talking differently because you have been developing. I'm going to tell you this before I go. The years that I have read books that I've constantly read every day, through those years, my income multiplied. The years I did not, my income plateaued and was stagnant. I hope that's a lesson to you. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Here's another video for you to go crush, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep selling.